Running your business's social media is not that hard. I'm going to show you how to do it in 3 simple steps. I'm Dalton from Nerd Creative Agency, and today we're going to talk about the 3 key pillars to a successful social media page. I'm not going to give them to you all at once, so you'll have to watch to the end to really get all 3 of them together. But we're going to start with the first one. Our first word is content. Contrary to Dave's belief, content is king, not cash. So let's step back a little bit to the definition of content. The definition of content here in this context is information made available by a website or other electronic media. So I'll simplify it. We're talking anything that you find on said social media page. Talking about photos, videos, informational graphics, even down to the text in the caption and your bio. That's all content. They're all various types of content, but they're still content. We used to live in a world of high production value. The quality of the content is what equated to if it got views or if it didn't. Today, we live in a world where it's not exactly about the quality of the content, but it's more about our second word that starts with a C, consistency. Posting once a month doesn't cut it. Now, rather than going to give you an example from some other company's social media that I've found, I'm going to tell you about our social media, our pages, and how I've ran them in the past, whether that's good or bad. I used to not take Instagram very seriously, or social media at all. I would post once every 6 or 8 months when something cool came along, and that got 0 traction, 0 engagement. Every single post I would make get 2 or 3 likes, even if we had a few hundred followers. So consistency is going to be your best friend. Consistency helps you stay on people's minds. Consistency can look different for different people and different brands. Some brands need a post a week, while some brands need a post almost every day. We're recording this in January 2024, so at the moment, the algorithm seems to be liking things between 3 and 5 posts a week. If you post less than 3 times a week, they don't exactly seem to promote your content a lot. But if you post more than 5 times a week, they begin to bring your content back a little bit because it's seen as spam because of how much is being put out. 3 to 5 is a good happy medium, and that can involve multiple different types of mediums. That could be a photographic, a reel, and a picture. 3 to 5 posts a week sounds kind of terrifying. So let's break it down in a way that makes it simple and easy. So let's say every week you want to post a photographic, a regular photo, and a reel. Boom. Sit down once a month and record 4 reels back to back based on your process and what you're putting out. That could take anywhere from 10 minutes a piece to an hour a piece. Either way, a maximum of 4 hours, which isn't that bad. The reels are going to be the more time-consuming ones. You could sit down and make your photographics all at once as well. And photos themselves don't require all that much posting, besides a little bit of content on the caption. So if you sit down and schedule them all out in advance, 3 to 5 a week shouldn't be a problem for most people. So with that being said, the point of consistency is keeping you fresh on people's minds. People usually take a while to get around. I know for me personally, before I follow someone on Instagram or subscribe on YouTube, I've seen them around 3 or 4 times before I actually take the time to sit down and check it out. Sometimes I'll even be aware of a company or an online persona for 6 months before I go take a look and eventually end up following. So the goal of being consistent is to stay fresh on people's minds so that when something comes to mind that reminds them of you, you're the person that they'll go to. Whether you're selling a service, a product, or just putting content out, staying fresh on people's minds is going to help you. So if we combine the first 2 already, we're in good shape. Content and consistency. Doing that, regardless, is bound to get you some sort of traction. But here's where we're going to step in to number 3, credibility. Putting content out without credibility is more or less pointless. You're putting it out just for your own entertainment at this point. What I mean by credibility is you want to show your potential viewer, audience, or customer that you have knowledge. You are credible, trustworthy, and honest. A prime example of credibility and knowledge is what I'm doing right now. I run a company that runs other people's social medias. So what does it truly benefit me to teach you how to do it? The idea is I want you to come hire me to do it for you. But I'm showing my credibility by teaching you to do it rather than gatekeeping that information to myself. Personally, I don't like the idea of business where people hire me because they think I know something that they don't. I want people to hire me because they know that I'm knowledgeable in an area because I've showed them that I'm credible. Not because I'm gatekeeping some information over their head and making them come to me and beg for help. So by showing that you're credible, reliable, knowledgeable, and honest, on top of being consistent, will keep you in good shape for your social media. If you balance these 3 C's for your social media, you'll be in good shape.